Hey guys, today I'm going to review the LEGO set 70654 Dieselnaut. This set has a total of 1,179 pieces, originally goes for $110, and was released in August 2018. So first I'm going to go over the many amount of figures for this set. The first of the figures here is Woo. This is a young version of him. I think he is exclusive to this set, especially with the hair piece, which is a nice version of Cole's from the LEGO Ninjago movie, mostly in white and gold. So that's a nice, interesting mold there. He has two different face prints, one of just, a serious face and one of a more happy. And he's got some nice printing. And it's different from the other set because in the other one he has more gold printing since he's with the armor. And I'll just talk about the armor in a few minutes here. But you also have Zane and Jay. They're mostly just their regular appearances, nothing too special about him. He's got his quiver there and his bow and arrow. And then Jay, he has a pair of nunchucks with the scythe piece on there, along with the same sword that Woo has. Again, nothing too interesting about them, not really going to go over them too much. But for the bad guys, you first get Iron Baron, who's one of my favorites. He has a lot of interesting pieces on him. Just a very interesting character overall, because first off, he has a top hat. He has a big old staff. He's got a knife on his chest there. And he's got a robotic arm, which I thought was just another one of his weapons, but it's actually supposed to be a robotic arm. It's really long compared to this other arm, but it still looks interesting. And they use the newer kind of shoulder piece but backwards so that you can have his face showing. Of course, it only has one expression, which is just this kind of angry face. And this nice staff piece, a nice technique they use. Then we have Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal is, she's a nice figure here. Of course, it's nice how they covered up a lot of the face there with the shoulder piece on the correct side. The chain piece keeps getting in the way. But it's nice hat pieces, and also from the LEGO Ninjago movie. The face prints for a lot of these Dragon Hunters aren't that special because they use mostly the same one, I think. But of course, you have a chain piece here, and you can detach this and hook onto something like a dragon. So that's nice how they did that. Then we have Muzzle, who also uses that shoulder piece with this newer hood piece, which I like how they did that for. And they give him this kind of big old staff piece. Yeah, I think his name is Muzzle, right? And this last guy, let me get his name. This is just one of the kind of goons, and of course he has a scythe. Yeah, his name is Skullbreaker. Skullbreaker here. Same print as Muzzle there, so you can probably see that more now. Just kind of a stained face, along with his scythe there. Now, before we go over the Dieselnaut, I'm going to go over the armor, which goes to the set just real quick. It has this nice helmet piece, which uses the kind of one of the blade pieces that they give you in the set. And it's built on this little minifigure stand, and I don't really count it as a figure because, it doesn't even have legs, but it's kind of a nice display piece. It shows the armor off. Really nice kind of gold color with dragon detailing. And of course you have the shield and the sword. The shield is the same kind of mold as Captain America's. And the sword is in a few other sets, so it's not that rare. And they actually give you an extra of that piece. And you're basically supposed to capture it, and I'll show you how you're supposed to do that. But first, here's the actual Dieselnaut itself. I'm going to start at the front and go to the back. So the main feature up here is that you push this and it gets a little bit of a suspension. So if you're carrying something heavy, like if there's something heavy in front of you, it'll kind of push off. Of course, at the front there's a nice detailing. It shows the fan on a circular base. And to get inside, because you have to get inside, of course, to drive it, you move these two lights back and you open this whole part up here. And this is one of these kind of jet pieces. And you only can really fit one figure inside of there, just a little seat. There's no really controls or anything. But you just fit him in there, and that's it. And you can move the lights back like that. Now, on each of the sides here, there's a turret here where you can bring out the spring-loaded shooter. I'm not really going to shoot it out, but you just click on it, and it shoots out really far. So it's a little spear on here as an extra weapon, and you can set a minifigure on top of that stud area here, and it just spins around. It's very simple. And also, there's a turret up here, and you can spin around using this barrel piece that they attach, and they mainly can fit Iron Baron on top of here. That's how they recommend. I fit him with his peg leg. There's a lot of nice details on there as well because you can move it up a little more, so you can shoot a dragon or something. You have these nice pieces from Nexonites that they use on top. And of course, it spins around nicely, like it's very smooth, and you can do it really fast like that. And there's a nice detail with this dragon printing, which I like, and this is a print, so that's really nice. I like how they did that. And there's your little exhaust port here on top. And on the other side, there's a ladder, so you can get onto the thing, and a claw, where you can use this to help grab the, the statue with the armor on top of it. And it's just a little simple little thing you can switch around with some Technic pins. Now on the back here is a prison, which all you have to do is move down these ball and joint type pieces, and you just slide it off easily like that. And it has 2 side doors, and you can just stick 3 figures in here in total, maybe even more if you just stuff them in. But it's meant to fit free, like in the show where all 3 of the ninjas are trapped in there. And you can just slide it back on. Of course, I'm going to take Wu back out. Again, there's a lot of room. I think it's like 9 studs wide, and you easily slide it back on there because it has these, the Technic pins. And it's pretty loose connection. Also inside is a weapon rack, which has where you can put the weapons the other bad guys are using, along with extra weapons like the spear and a knife. And you can easily fold it out. You can probably fit figures in there too, but it's mostly just recommended as a weapon rack. Slide it in this direction here, and the main way to keep it secure is just by moving that up. So that's mostly it, except for the wheels, which the tank treads at the top don't really work too well, which is the main complaint I hear about the set, that they don't work too well, especially on more of a smooth terrain. But these back wheels definitely do help, and it still looks nice with the detailing. And overall, this looks like a really interesting Mad Max type vehicle. So overall, I think this is the best set of the newest of the Ninjago sets, especially over the Dragon Pit set, because there's a lot of great figures, especially for the price. 7 minifigures is pretty good for this set, honestly, and it has a lot of nice features. I wish there was a little more room inside, but I think they did a pretty good job, especially when this is mostly supposed to be a dragon hunting vehicle and not meant for storage. So overall, thanks for watching, and bye guys.